Matt, 1-1 here in horrible conditions, as we can all see. What's your assessment of that game?
Well, I'm always honest with you, Craig, sometimes too honest. Nothing different to what I've told the lads. I thought we were poor today. I thought our keeper played well, but the rest of the group really struggled to influence the game in any way. But somehow we found a way to be in a hat. We've got obviously a replay back at our place, but we have to play better than that if we want to progress in that competition. But generally our performances, certainly the last few weeks and the last couple of months, have been much improved. So maybe it was an off day for ourselves. But we're in a lucky position off the back of that.
You touched it there. Cam Dawson really kept us in it at times.
Yeah, he did, and he had to. There wasn't too much in the first half apart from that goal. Poor goal from our point. I don't want to go too deep into the performance. I just thought too many had poor games. I felt some of the substitutes influenced the game in a positive manner, but we had to take a bit of a risk in relation to that, and you leave yourself open, and that's where you need a good goalkeeper to help you out. So Cam aside and the odd substitute and the fans, difficult day. But we're still in the hat. Absolutely.
Fair to say, probably an uncharacteristic Exeter City performance from what we have seen this season. But whether we have one chance or whether we have 10, it's the fact that we only need one to go in. And it did.
The amount of chances we created today was a reflection of our play. I didn't think we quite had it in our legs. We looked a bit tired. I don't know if tired is the right word, but we didn't have any brightness in our bodies or sharpness in our minds. Certainly no sharpness in relation to the movement, and it was a very static game from our point of view, and that puts more pressure on your use of the ball, and our use of the ball wasn't great today. So like I say, I'll give them a huge amount of credits for somehow finding a way to be in the draw for the next round, and getting them back to our place in relation to the replay. But we know we've got to be better than that, but I can't be too hard on the run we've been on.
Obviously, FA Cup, who allowed 5 substitutes today. First one, George Ray off at half-time. Tactical, or was that injury?
No, he felt a twinge, a tightness in his hamstring. I'll be honest, I was going to make a couple of changes anyway, and that kind of forced my hand. I thought Groundsy gave us a little bit of control in possession, which we needed at times. But we also meant a little bit more pressure in terms of those aerial duels into our back line and around our box. But we somehow survived in relation to that. And the rest of the changes, I was forced into them, really. We were chasing the game. Aurora made a bright start in relation to his impact, and then they sort of marked him out the game from that point on, but still moments. Good to get Jack Sparks back on the pitch, and the amount of games I think we've got in the coming few weeks, the squad is going to be everything, and Kyle Taylor not getting on today, or Josh Coley not quite being involved, so substitutes getting back on the pitch, and some more opportunities on Wednesday. I think we've got 2 games a week for the next 3, possibly 4 weeks. That's going to be a hell of a slog.
Obviously, one of your other substitutions, Josh Key, really game-changing, doing what he does best, sat the defender down, beautiful cross.
Yeah, and we were trying to get that message on to not only Josh but all of our players to start driving at them a little bit more. We seem to be too safe in our approach. Like I say, we didn't have that inside us, and it only took probably one moment of us to tell Josh to really believe in himself, and a little bit of good play from him, and there's no one better in that position. So delighted Josh, because he'll get a bit of a confidence off the back of that, which he needs and he deserves, and we'll be looking for some more rhythm in our game, certainly in our next outing.
Obviously, you mentioned Jack Sparks just a moment ago. Great to see him back. I mean, we spoke to him not long ago, and he missed playing. He'd been out for so long. It been a lot for him to sit out, and obviously it'll be great morale for him.
Yeah, look, he got 70 minutes and looked fit on Tuesday, so credit to him, because if he hadn't looked fit on Tuesday, I wouldn't have involved him or put him on so early today. So full credit to what Jack's done in his rehab time and recovery time, and he'll get an opportunity on Wednesday. And it's with these cup games are important, but they are opportunities for players to impress. League is always your priority, but these are financially beneficial for the club. We want to keep on progressing. We feel we've got the squad capable of progressing. It's another game, but another game which I want us to be better than we were today.
The supporters then obviously do superb at
outstanding.
And we had some comments coming through from Bradford fans on our social media praising them as well for how loud they were. They're outstanding.
Before the game, during the warm-up, even when they were watching the game, just kept on going, and if anyone had belief, it was certainly them lot today. So full credit, because we're still in the conditions now, and we're in a privileged position. They've spent their hard-earned cash today, travelled a long way. It's a long old journey. My wife's done it as well, and I know how long it took her this morning. So. Cold, miserable, but they'll go home with another game to look forward to, and we're still in the hat, and you never know what happens in relation to cup competitions. We might have a fantastic draw second round, but then we've obviously got to win the replay first.
The prospect now of 4 home games in 10 days.
Oh, Chaz will be delighted.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, you might be pleased with Chaz not so much.
Time?
Yeah, why not? Let's play the Devon weather. Holds out.
Yeah, well, look, it'll be a test for our pitch, but we knew it was coming. We always said time and time again, and all of a sudden you get a cup not change the venue, but you get a cup game on a Wednesday and then a cup replay the following week in amongst some home league fixtures. So the fact that our home form is strong is not a blessing, but it means we don't have to travel. We've all done that this weekend, and we're probably sick of that to a certain extent. But then in between all of that, I think there's a Colchester on a Tuesday and then a Rochdale on a Saturday as well. So in the next two months are really going to test this group, but we want to be tested, and we want to see where we come up.
And another one, the unbeaten run continues.
Yep, found a way. Like I say, sometimes our performances this season haven't quite got what we deserved in terms of wins. Maybe we've somehow snatched that one away from the jaws of defeat. But resilience and character and the fact that we somehow found a way today is our biggest plus.
Matt, great stuff. Thank you.